Yes, people, and welcome to a little special live that I've done today at 8 p.m. on the 9th of September. It is the Bridge live stream, special live stream where, for the next hour and, some change, you're going to be answering some of your questions. So, essentially, I wanted to give back to the community, show some love to everyone. And, I thought, let's get some Q&A. And obviously, next week, luckily, there will be football around. So we'll actually have some stuff to talk about the game and the upcoming games, etc., etc. But for this week, I thought I'd give you guys a nice little, live stream special where we can, discuss, anything that you guys want. You know what I'm saying? It can be football related, anything in general. It doesn't need to just be Chelsea related in terms of football, but, you can ask me anything pretty much. So this is why I've done it today. So, nice little thing to give back to everyone. I'm honestly very close, obviously, to getting to the 1K subscribership. So I thought, I'd give you guys some love. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, show some love to the mandem, show some love to everyone to help me out to get there. So I want to give a big shout out to everyone. So listen, man, let us know. Obviously, I think the game today, there was an international game, England versus Ukraine. I think it ended 1-1. I heard it was not a great game in general. Big up to my guy. I think I'll just call you from now on S dot. We think S dot might be the best one to be calling you still. So yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, I heard Mudryk didn't play that well. To be honest, in that game, apparently Walk was looking up. Yeah, bro, I saw that for sure. Listen, man. I've been seeing a lot of like these takes of with the US sent their B team or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that team that we are seeing right now, barring Trey Young or something like that. Who else? Trey Young, the guy from Memphis who was, what I'm saying, John Morant, probably the guy from Cleveland, Spider, like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Like, there's not that many guys that are missing. Like, this is the future team, bro. Like, if you're being honest, man, I've said this before. Like, the world has caught up to the US team when it comes to basketball. It's like almost similar to what happened to the women's team, bro. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, man. Guys, ask me questions already. Fun fact, by the way, for people who are obviously watching also some of the other international games, Japan is currently winning 1-0 over Germany. So yeah, man, it's kind of crazy right now. Oh, and it's just been 1-1. Ito Sane just scored literally for that game. But yeah, man, listen, guys, get some of your questions in. So just let me know. Like today, this is your thing. So let us know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking. So that's what I'm here for you today to discuss at the end of the day. So got any more questions? Bring them in. This is what we're doing today. I actually had a question previously that was asked to me in regards to Mudryk, and honestly, it's a very interesting question. Like, I've seen a lot of people discussing about him, and see a lot of heavy debate when it comes to the player. And for me personally, when I talk about Mudryk, for me, it's for me, I've always said he needed a loan away from the club. Somewhere he's going to be playing a lot of regular football, away from these bright lights where people are going to be watching him, trying to kill him, literally on live. Somewhere where he can relax, focus on his game. And that's why I always advocated for like Strasbourg for him, because I felt like for me personally, Strasbourg was the place for him to play and to do a good job at. But sadly, no one decided to listen to Mr. Abdi. So honestly, that's what he needs right now. And like, he does seem like, someone was saying this on Twitter, but like, he does seem like he's not fully fit yet. Ironically, even though this guy's been doing preseason and been playing games. Yeah, I agree, bro. This is something that I think we need to accept. The reality situation is not ready for the prime. He needs to go to like someone in my opinion like Leon, learn his trade as the winger, and then come back to us. Because there is potential there. It's just that you can't unlock it right now. And like at Chelsea, where you're expected to produce week in, week out, I'm not sure if he's ready for that pressure yet, in my opinion. But that's just for me. That's my opinion, in my opinion. So hey ho, we move. Again, guys, get your questions in, get your thoughts in, get your feelings in. I know there's probably not that many people online today. Very hot day today as well. But I thought I'd try and see something happen. But we'll see, man. Yeah, man. I think there's a lot of stuff that's been going on lately. Okay, so obviously he needs good one-up games before we can make that full judgment. You know what it is, Gabriel? That's the point that I would make. I don't know, like if you do, like particularly at Chelsea, yeah, I don't know. The fact that Poch is not even trusting him to give that, does not like worry you. And that's the thing for me. I want him to get a run of game. I want him to have enough game time. I want him to have enough play time. That's why, for me personally, yeah, take him to League On, to like a team that we own, like a Strasbourg, where we can tell them specifically to play him week in week out to his ability and everything. Right, that would have been the dream for me, Gabriel. But I don't know at Chelsea where if he has one bad game, like if he has one stinking game, yeah, it's not just Chelsea that are on him, it's the whole league that's on him, everyone's on him and everything, and it's crazy. That's why for me, Gabriel, I've always said that he needs to be somewhere where he's gonna be nurtured away from the bright lights, in my opinion. And that's why for me, Strasbourg would be the perfect place for him to go to, honestly. But that's just it for me. Cruz Banter says, I think he's done, bro. He's absolutely, bro, absolutely cooked. Listen, I think it's still a bit too early, but we'll see on that one. He was praised for his technical ability in Shakhtar. Honestly, I don't think for me, Joe. I think it's like something's definitely going on mentality thing. You know what's obviously, it's not easy. It's not easy like where he's at, and particularly with the situation that he's come from as well. It's not easy, man. We should have got Leao instead. So honestly, I don't know, man. I know the club were trying to go in for Leao, but Charlie wasn't meant to be. Yasmin says, "How do you do the membership thing? Yeah, to do that, you have to first of all have 3 hours worth of watch time in the last 365 days in order for you to have a membership ability. For that one, and you must have at the minimum 500 subscribers. So if you have all of those, you can apply for that to be done, and then you can choose your memberships. Simple as that. That's how I did it." Gabriel says, agree. We wonder why Chilwell play left wing when we have Mudryk, so it must be a lack of faith from Poch. I agree. Send Mudryk to the Bundesliga. Do you know what it is, Joe? Yeah, I understand this idea of sending to the Bundesliga, but for me, Bundesliga is last resort. Where I want him to be going is League One. Somewhere where I know the league, yeah, is going to be giving him a challenge. Somewhere where I know that he's going to, learn his trade, learn how to play the game. That's what you want to be sending a guy like Mudryk, in my opinion. But hey ho. I think, I knew it was like that's pretty much. Guys, come on, bring in some more questions of if you want. Problem is, we brought him with a certain level of expectation. Yes, he needs time to improve, but alone makes no sense vs the level of investment. Do you know what it is, Cruz Banter? The problem is, yeah, I can understand what you mean by when you say the level of investment, but that's the problem with the club. They're the ones that did the idiot thing of overpaying for him. But like, if you actually watched Mudryk, you knew he was a project player. What, like, I think a lot of the time, yeah, and I've said this before, when we watch a lot of these guys, yeah, we're like, oh, we're hearing this guy's come to the club. We watch the comps. We don't watch these guys in game. We all like watch in game in, game out, and it's because of that, yeah, that a lot of these guys get overhyped. I think a good example of that right now, yeah. Look at United and Anthony, for example, right? Anthony, when he came in, right, what's it called? When he came in, people were like watching his IX videos where he was doing the little circle thing, the little skills and everything like that. And then he didn't turn out to. It looks like it's not working out right now at United from an attacking perspective. It's the same with Mudryk. People watching the Mudryk comp, like his breakout game against against Real Madrid and everything, where he was getting that applaud and praise from everyone, and they're just like, at the end of the day, doing overhyping because of that. And that is the issue for me. Like, we should not be doing that at all. So that's something that, I think hopefully as a club, we can learn from. And, And hopefully these guys, they're trying to learn everything. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But we move. But what other questions have you got for me? Obviously Mudryk we will talk about Mudryk a lot. I don't really care. At the end of the day, that situation will have to sort itself out, whether we like to believe it or not. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Any other Chelsea questions that you got for me? Can be football related as well. Damn, just breaking news, guys. Japan just scored against Germany to make it 2-1. Raw, they just ran through them. Like, that was actually nasty what you just did to him. Oh my god, he just sent the How do you feel about the ownership? That's a good. That's a good question, Cruz. You know what is Cruz? Yeah. I think for me, when I think for me, yeah. Initially, when I saw them coming in and like some of the stuff they were saying, I was liking a lot of what they said. I thought they had they had the right ideas. I think for me, the payment is a issue, a big issue. I think for me, what they clearly are putting the money down to get these players. They're clearly doing a lot of that stuff. I just hope, yeah, that they're now after what's happened in the summer window where it was a terrible summer window, and since January they've obviously had Stewart with Stanley and everyone else up in like available now that they following the instructions of the guys. They're giving the money for them to spend, and like they're doing that sort of thing. I like what they're doing with Stafford Bridge, the way they've updated the stuff and everything. I like the idea personally. um I like the stuff they're doing there. I like some of the stuff they're doing in regards to getting players, the money and everything. So I think from a money standpoint, they're doing a good job of putting in money into the club, trying to get the club to a better or higher position. I definitely would agree to that, in my opinion. I just hope, yeah, with the ownership that they're willing to be ruthless and they need to understand what they need to do. But I think they've really done one or two things wrong, in my opinion. That was not sacking Potter too early. Are we trying to buy Nusa when you have multiple under 21 wingers? Apparently, they're trying to find it. They're trying to buy him for another left winger. But Joe, you might have to say that. You might think about that. But when you've got Mudryk who's not cooking, it might be that. Yeah, I see. Yeah, bro, they're getting cooked. Um. Fair. Master teaches Mudryk is how to play. You build around him. Fair enough. That's an interesting question, bro. That's an interesting thought. I haven't really thought about that. I have to give that definitely some sort of thought. Master teacher, pleasure to see you here. Gabriel A asks another question, ticket question. Went to buy a ticket for Villa, opened online at 10 a.m. on Friday, which I forgot, which I forgot at 1 p.m. Friday. Logged on and was told that. Honestly, they get sold out very quickly, Gabriel. I can tell you that from someone that buys tickets quite a few times, because I like to go watch Chelsea. Sadly, sadly I'm not a ticket holder. I'm saying season ticket holder. I've been trying to. Maybe one day I can get those season tickets, because obviously I would love to watch Chelsea week in week out on the weekends and everything. But from what I know, because I'm a Chelsea member, by the way, as well too. So like I actually tried to get the priority tickets and everything. And obviously with the you also get the points, loyalty points too, like the more tickets you buy and everything too. So the thing of Chelsea, because of like how big of a team it is, it's not just like you're not just facing the local fans that come in here. You're facing international fans, people from all over the world abroad. Like it's going to be very, very, very hard for you, yeah, to get tickets. I'll be real, Gabriel. Like, luckily for me, obviously I know some guys, like obviously thanks to Lewis and them lot, that usually have some spare tickets that I can just buy off of them whenever I want to, or if they have like a spare ticket available, luckily. But to get it from the portal is quite hard usually, very hard in my opinion. Warrior J93, big ups to you, bro. Hope you do your thoughts on Mudryk's progress at Chelsea so far. I've said this before. I feel like he's been a very stunted progress so far. I've advocated for the loan move for me personally. He needed that for quite a while. Sadly, obviously with the loan moves and everything we've been trying to create, we weren't able to do it for him. But for me, he needs a loan move somewhere. He's going to be getting games week in, week out, where he's going to be away from the bright lights and he can just focus on improving his game. The owners should have spent the 1 billion on the main squad before they even looked at the youth squad. You know what, Joe? I hear that, to be honest. Like, I feel like something that I do agree with you with, yeah, is that it feels like, we're trying to spend too much money on two different sides of the coin, if that makes sense. And like, I do think that the main squad definitely needs some money, but at the same time, when they spend 150 million on Caicedo, they're spending 60 million on Lavia and etc. etc. So, it's quite they're spending clearly a lot of money. Big up Chelsea that big up Metal Face. Bro, I was watching some of the game. I've been watching some of the game, bro. Oh my lord, watching man. You know what I'm saying, man? Tears in my eyes, man. Ramirez. Oh my god, real hoops. Essien, my baller, Maluda. Oh man. Sensational, bro. It looks really good, man. Wait to see. Yeah, that is true though. Oh, big up Chelsea Blue, bro. Hope you do well. I am sorry, but Mudryk is like a basic fundamentals that cannot be confident. He needs to ease up on the gym and practice more on the ball. with the ball. So yeah, I don't know if you saw this, Chelsea Blue, but obviously I released a video 2 days ago because there was like some news from the Athletic, from particularly Liam Tuohy and Simon Johnson, they're like Chelsea insiders, and they were speaking about the fact that the club have told Mudryk to chill out on his extra gym sessions and to focus on playing football. Like, you know what I'm saying, focus on more football and drills. And for me, I agree with that, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, man, these guys need, he's someone that needs to be doing more drills, more dribbling drills, more shooting drills, more, inside out drills, more cutting inside shoot drills, etc., etc. That's what he needs. But we'll see what happens with him, bro, because he was getting, from what I was hearing, but the streets were saying, he was getting locked up like toast. That. So we'll see on that one still. Excuse me. But guys, man, get some of your questions in again. Get more questions in. I'm still waiting for more questions. This is a Q&A. This is for all of you guys. Ask away, and I shall answer to the best of my ability. So this is for you. So this is for you. So bring in the questions, and we shall answer to the best of our ability again. You know what I'm saying? So, rising ballers were throwing strays at Caicedo and Mudryk today, even though they're meant to be promoting young footballers. But you know what it is, man. The thing of rising ballers, shout outs to them. They do a good job of promoting young players, right? You know what it is of these, man. The thing of them is that, it's just Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They're probably trying to do it for clicks and everything. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of the stuff, I think, especially with rising ballers, don't they? Don't I think they also, like, isn't rising ballers a lot of, like, homegrown talent, if I'm not mistaken too. If I'm not, like, obviously I need to double check that. Rising ballers. Oh, come on, Ahmed, don't do this to me. There we go. Yeah, the next wave of, like, English football and everything. Like, I mean, yeah, like they hype up a lot of the young English talent. That's probably why they do that. And a lot of the international ones. So you know what they're like, man. I know, Joel, but like, these men are never gonna be, what's the word in English? Not gonna be those ones. So, I mean, it is what it is, really. He plays too stiff, Ahmed. I saw today why Poch wouldn't start him. His work rate on the field is not at the highest. That's the thing, Chelsea Blue. I understand that. You know what? But I want to get your thoughts, because obviously you're watching him. Do you think he's fit? Because, like, there was someone on Twitter that I follow, that's a Chelsea fan that I follow, and he was making the point that he doesn't feel like he looks fit. Like, he doesn't feel like he's at full fitness or something like that. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on that. Listen, man, I understand, Joel. Like, it's one thing for them and one thing for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not great, bro. It's not great either. I would definitely agree with you on that one, broski. It's not great on that one either. I feel like Spurs might play a huge role for us this season. What do you think? Honestly, with what's going on with my boy Lavia, hopefully it's only an extra 3 injury, but I think he probably is going to be playing a big role. And like, again, Chelsea Blue, a lot of this again for me depends on what is going to happen with the formation. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to continue to play the 4-2-3-1? Is Gallagher going to continue to play? Are you going to put Enzo back into his normal place? Are you going to be playing Palmer out on the 10? So again, a lot of that has to do with what he's going to do. But again, I'll say this again to everyone in chat. Don't be surprised if you see Chilwell left wing, or if you see, Gallagher playing in that thingy role, and then you got Enzo in the 10. I personally will not be surprised again, but you know what I'm saying? But this guy thinks he's own grief. So he's gym fit, not football fit, if you understand. That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too, Chelsea Blue. Like, when you're gym fit, what people don't have gym fit is to do with muscles and everything like that. When you're on, like, a lot of, like, football fit is like to do with cardio, your cardio. And like, if he's not cardio fit, but he's like, oh, I've got the muscles, I've got the six pack and everything, then that's not good enough for me. Oh, Gabriel says for Ukraine, you might have been asked to not track back by the coach as they are. Fair enough. I don't know. Joel said, do you think we should allow Fofana and Ruiz to play in the Euro squad? Which Fofana though? Wesley Fofana is not going to be ready for the Euro squad. I'm going to be real to you. in regards to Reece James, probably you can't stop him from doing that. Like that's like he's literally playing for his country, so there's no way that they're not going to allow him for that to happen. So, whether people like or not, he's definitely playing. But bro, what talk to me about Chilwell, guys? How did Chilwell play? Because like I haven't been really hearing that much about Chilwell in the England game too. Like it'll be interesting to hear like how he played and everything. So it'll be interesting to know. We should be back. No. But remember, that's when the ACL is fully healed. But he's not going to be. But remember, look at someone like Armando Broja. It's going to take a while for you then to go back to full fitness, and then to be able to play fully well with that ACL injury in mind. You know what it is, bro, with that one? We need to buy a winger in summer because Sterling will be finished next season. Mudryk and Mudryk are all. But that's the thing, though. This season is for Mudryk to get the tune up to get to a level that we need to. I'll probably say the same for Cole Palmer. This is why I'm very interested to see now what's happening with Ian Maatsen, because now Ian Maatsen's staying at the club. He's probably going to sign for the club, sign everything for the club. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing more Ian Maatsen, but hopefully, man, we don't see Chilwell. But again, I've said this before. Nobody's about to Chilwell plays left wing next week, so next week Sunday. So don't be surprised. Gabriel says clubs can't stop players if they're called up internationals. Yeah, I agree. The only way they're going to stop that is for injury. So let's say, for example, I was playing for England and then I got like a nice little knee leg injury or something like that, knee injury or whatever it's called, or like a nice little ankle injury. Yeah, then I can't play. Get a Manyan and Liao in summer. It's going to cost you 150 million to get Liao, bro. Yep, that's what I'm saying to you. I agree. This is me and you will agree on this, Gable. He can't be raw, man. This season is the season where you need him to cook. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the season where you need him to tune up. This season he needs to kick on. Yep, I agree. The thing with Mudryk, I would probably say he needs to improve. Mudryk needs to improve to a level where he's usable and can provide us with something. That's what I would definitely say. Excuse me. In regards to him. That's for sure, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Manyan, hopefully we can get, but we have to get into Europe first, man. That's the thing. Hopefully Chelsea can get into Europe. So that's what I have to say, man. Get your questions in, man. Sometimes clubs go behind the players' back and tell the internet. That's true. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know, but so we'll see. But sometimes, and a lot of the time with these internationals, I will always say this: they're very much meaningless unless they're like trying to qualify. We have all our managers since Tuchel being allowed to play in our best squad. That's what I'm saying to you, Joe, bro. I don't know what's going on. Even like Sarri, you could probably say. I'm a big Sarri fanboy. But even Sarri, we weren't playing. What's it called? Our best player, like he was trying to make Kante into a completely different thing than he was. So, this is what it is. What position do you think we will work on in the summer? I think it's too early to tell right now, but if I had to guess, probably fullbacks, like left back, another left back probably will probably have to come in. I think it's gonna be interesting to see the goalkeeper, because if Sanchez is doing bad, but then we bring in Petrovic and Petrovic looks outstanding in goal and looks like a top quality goalkeeper, then I don't think we probably go for another GKL bureau. Charles said, I'm actually feeling sorry for Poch. It was hard to develop all these attackers and finish top four. I don't mind the youth in attack, but need a next Sterling. Do you know what I will say to that Chelsea Blue? Yeah, and I've said this before. Like I've always said, I think Chelsea's midfield is a known midfield. Like it's a known midfield. I think our defense is a known defense, right? Even the goalkeeper, I would say to an extent, you know what you can expect from the goalkeeper. Our attack is the greatest unknown. And for me personally, right? For me personally, you've got Jackson. I think Jackson, in my opinion, is kind of a known quantity, in my opinion. Sterling is a known quantity, in my opinion. But Poch is also not helping himself when he's playing Chilwell left wing. He's only playing two attackers, bro. That's the issue. Like, he had Chukwuemeka playing, and he had Chilwell left wing. But even when he had Chukwuemeka left wing, in the middle, it was cracking. We're not playing good football. That's all it comes down to. We need someone on that left wing to help us. And as long as we can play in Maatsen, if he wants to play Madueke there, I don't mind, like someone that can use his left foot there to the best of his abilities. Then that's not an issue to me, Chelsea Blue. Joe says Poch has had young attackers in Tottenham. I agree. I agree. I hear that point too because, like, if he's done it once before, he can do it again. There's no doubt. I agree. I agree with you on that one, bro. Get your questions in, guys. Get your questions in. This is for you. Honestly, you know what, man? Obviously next week. Next week obviously is a big week. Obviously we're facing Bournemouth. It's a big game and everything. I haven't read those reports, bro. And some reports said Potter will be making changes, and those reports, is it true? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I think it's just people hoping and praying. I don't know if he's gonna be making changes or not personally, but as a football fan, you gotta hope that he's gonna make something happen because we need something to change if we're truly being honest. So Petrovic is worse than Sanchez. Petrovic in the retirement league isn't even top 50 in the world. I'm not sure. I've not. Again, I don't believe that's the case. He's not even in the retirement league, and also like one thing I'll say to that, yeah, is the MLS has been proven to bring out a very good top quality goalkeepers for and that have come out. So I would actually personally agree with you on that one, bro. Like particularly in the US, like one thing I'll give when it comes to US development, yeah, in terms of players, goalkeepers, they do a very very good job at. That one's for sure. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. He wasn't in Saudi, big man. That's the retirement league. To be fair, I can hear. The MLS man. It's difficult because like some yes they like to bring in some old players to like sort of embolden the league and everything, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's really necessarily a retirement league if that makes sense. But hey ho. Get your questions in, guys. Get your questions in. Big up to Keyshawn, by the way. Nice to see you here as always, bro. Um, honestly, I'm very interested, guys. Yeah, I'll be real to see. I just. Do you think James will finally stay fit? Feeling like we have a cycle with him. When he's posted the back suit. Bro, Chelsea Blue. Honestly, man, you know what I'll say to you, bro. I honestly don't care anymore, man. Like, I think for me, yeah, the good thing for me, yeah, in my opinion, is that now we've actually got Malo Gusto. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very happy about that acquisition. That was a big acquisition, in my opinion. I was very happy about that personally. I thought that was going to produce a lot more than a lot of people would like to think. Whether or not he stays fit is another thing entirely, but that's down to Reece James. It's down to him having, doing the right things, doing the right things at the right time, proper dieting, making sure that, he's taking care of himself, making sure that he knows what his limits are, and like, not trying to break his limits all the time. That's what it comes down to with a lot of these players. You need to understand your body. Do you understand your body? Do you know like what will cause your body to like weaken over time? That's what it comes down to for me personally. Oh yeah. Damn, I didn't know that, bro. Thanks for letting me know. Damn. Not anymore. There's good players going to Saudi League, Allah. The old players going to Saudi League. Who's going from Saudi to Europe? True. Get rid of James and sign Ivan Fresneda, proper complete right back. Interesting indeed. We'll see on that one still. But, you know what, man? We're quite short here today because honestly, I don't think there's that many questions. I want to do a nice little live stream today just for you guys to, get to, understand some of the stuff that I've been thinking about and, letting you guys know about the teaching you've got. Yup, 100%. I would agree with that one too, Keyshawn, by the way. If Jackson doesn't work, do you think we should go for a physical striker like Boniface? The one, I don't know if you heard, but do you see these rumors that apparently Chelsea went in for a Tayo Awoniyi from Nottingham Forest? So that's probably someone they're definitely thinking about, Joel. So I would definitely think they might be going out for some level of physicality. That's definitely for sure. Do you think we'll go for Tony in January? Probably, from what the reports are all saying, that's the plan. So we'll see, man, if that happens or not. But maybe you don't go for it if Jackson starts cooking. So we'll see, to be honest. But yeah, guys, you know what? I'm gonna cut it short here, only because it's like a little nice little Q&A. And honestly, it's been a long day today, honestly, man. But that's the I think I'm gonna cut the live stream here short. But again, guys, thanks again for watching. It's always a pleasure to see you guys here. And as